Well, here we go, map 3. And real quick, if you like our casting, please follow myself and Sean.
Yes.
We really appreciate the support from all you guys. We appreciate the messages in chat, but you can follow myself on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, all of them at TD_Woogy, WOOGY. And you can follow Sean, and I believe all of them are X Tigermask X.
That
correct?
is correct.
Okay. So follow us there. I have to say it. You show your casters some love here.
We'll also be posting from our Twitter accounts and stuff to let you guys know when the races are playing, supporting tweets from Racer Esports, along with the other students and everything like that. So here we go. Racer's still on the left, and Q for Quarantine still on the right. And Q is going to be attacking first.
Murray State running the double shield. Chief and Sway, Sigma, and Orisa respectively. DPS Soldier from Dirty Paws. Bonsai on the Junkrat. Meanwhile, Flobfilth and Anher bringing up the support line with Baptiste and Zenyatta. On the red team, Quarantine. Grace running Ana. Brock and Roll on Reinhardt. Meow MC on that. May once again. Nanook, he's a Lucio main. He's got to be. As he's Lucio again. Frosty on the the Zarya. And Cartier on the McCree. So we will see what happens here. I'm surprised neither team running any longer range heroes here. Dirty Paws running the Soldier for the hit scan. Already a pick from Dirty Paws. The nasty double. Sway finishing it up. And already Quarantine having to back up. Dirty Paws. I'm sorry for doubting you, but you are nasty with the Soldier.
Oh my goodness. Maybe we have been working on our wonderful hit scan, and no one told me. I was gonna say that I'm really surprised that Murray State is playing so far forward on this map, because that seems like a risky play, but it worked out great for him.
It shows a lot of confidence, and a lot of times, at least in the groups I play with, you see teams hold back closer to the payload. I like this move. I think it's confident. And Murray State, if they're smart, they can retreat without dying here. The ice wall will cover the movements of Quarantine, but they are able to halt back Frosty. That might have been a huge halt, and it was, as Honor picks him off. Now the Razors jump down. They can rotate over to the payload. There is a quick touch, a little bit of a touch from Quarantine, almost a tick already. And Meow MC trying to get those big ice walls, but Bonsai as well popping off with the triple. And Murray State just dealing with whatever punches come their way right now. I'm loving it.
Yeah, this seems like a whole other team. Did they switch out their accounts real quick to a bunch of ringers? I'm not sure what's going on here. It is so good.
We're going to need webcams in there right away. Because I mean, not that they were playing bad before, but holy crap. They are popping off right now. And huge shout out to Dirty Paws and Bonsai showing up big in those DPS rolls, and their ults are already almost charged, which is going to be huge.
That is going to be big time.
We have seen a switch, though. Frosty over on the Diva now. And Cartier on the Junkrat as well. So let's see if that makes a difference. The same movement here. Ice wall to shield the movements. They're going to come around. No picks from Murray State. So now it's a full team fight coming in onto this point. Flopville putting up the damage matrix. Brock and Roll, he's pushed forward. There's a tire. Rip Tire finds the Reinhardt. Now MC able to stay alive due to that ice block. But now he's out of abilities. He's going to have to back up. Nanook caught out, and even though the Racers are anti, they are able to take him down. So now they can focus on Frosty. Meanwhile, Meow MC, they need to focus that May on the point. She's just ticking up the time. They go ahead and take her down, and now Quarantine has to regroup again with 1:40 on the clock.
My goodness, these Racers. I mean, they have let them get that 1 2/3 of a second tick, 9/10 of a second tick, but they're playing this mean. I love it.
This is great, and it's good focus and good coordination from the Racers. It's not just DPS popping off. They're all moving at the same time and getting the picks that they need. Racers huge ult advantage here, but they do need to be mindful. Rock and Roll has the Shatter. We've seen him be nasty with it before, and also Meow MC with the Blizzard, which could prove catastrophic for the Racers. Gravitic Flux is going to keep Grace and Frosty back. Grace is going to be taken down here. Frosty stunned, now demaxed. Meow MC caught out with Rock and Roll, but Meow MC able to back off. Rock and Roll still on the point, just trying to swing away and stay alive, but no heals for Rock and Roll. He's going to be taken down. Watch out for the Blizzard. There's the Immortality Field. Fortunately, they pick off the May. The Riptire does find Dirty Paws, but Murray State has enough on the point right now. They should be able to stabilize if they can go ahead and take care of Cartier, who's backed up now by Nanook, but now Cartier taken down. Good focus fire from the Racers. And Quarantine, you see them now retreating back towards the statue, back towards the spawn, and Murray State can go ahead and hopefully stabilize again if they can get their DPS back in time.
Yeah, Murray State's going to keep taking the same point over and over because it keeps working. But if they're not paying attention right now, they're about to get backdoored.
Great movement from Quarantine. Racers jumping off the point here. Sway still alive. He needs to go ahead and jump down. He does. Quarantine now on the high ground. They've switched over, changed it over to the Hammond. Frosty taken down right away and not able to shield in time. Meowmc in the backline on her. Transcendence just in time. Able to keep the team alive. He's going to have to communicate. Meowmc in the backline is the Doomfist. Rock and roll. Meanwhile, on the point with the shield. Just staying alive. His health is so low. Grace not able to output the healing that they need. The Racers still, all of them alive except for Bonsai. Meowmc fallen as well. Cartier, if they can take care of him and Frosty, they will have round one. Cartier, his health is low. He's down. Frosty stunned. And now the Racers, if they can focus fire, that will be round one in the favor of the Racers on Blizzard World.
Oh my goodness. They didn't just flip the script. They just flipped everything. I was really surprised. I did want to point out one thing. I don't know how many people noticed it or not, but Cartier had the Junkrat, and he actually had a really good upper position there where the carts are moving, and Murray State was all on the ground at the time. He jumped down, which I'm not sure why he did that, because he had the high ground there. He could have lobbed mines and grenades at Racers and probably cleared quite a few of them, and it would have been a very bad position for Murray State to be in. But he came down, tried to kind of go Junkrat face, which is a little risky, and it ended up costing him. I would not have done that if it was me, but like I wouldn't have wanted to do that if it was me in that position. I don't know what I would actually do because I'm not that great at Junkrat anymore.
Well, hey, you know, maybe just a heat of the moment kind of mistake, or maybe he thought it was the right move at the time. I don't know. He's
sure. Well, maybe he wanted to get the reset off. You know, he was one of the last ones up.
I feel weird when we cast these because you and I both admit we're not very good at this game.
Yeah.
You know, but I think you and I understand enough of it that we can question these things. But I don't want anybody watching to think that we're necessarily calling anybody out.
Absolutely. We're not trying to play down anyone's skill. We just want to point out things that we think could have worked better or worse for teams when we see it. And yeah, like you said, in the heat of the moment, you really can't always make that call accurately as a player.
And also in chat, you know, when we ask these questions, these rhetorical kind of, why do you think he popped down there? This would be a great time for chat to chime in and get some discussion going. We like to see an active chat.
Yeah, Chad, if you know why Cartier jumped down from there, let me know. Educate me.
Yeah, educate us. Because we're like, you know, maybe silver.
Racers brought out the gaming chairs and the G Fuel.
Yeah, they all popped a new G Fuel and they're ready to go here. Excuse me, Game Fuel. I can't say G Fuel. That's a different product.
That's a different product. We're not supported by them. Dirty Paws is scary. Dirty Paws getting a lot of love in chat tonight. The Racers kind of have to back off their first push.
And 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes on the clock. The Racers here, I like that they backed off instead of forcing that team fight. A lot of times you'll see teams, if they lose a pick or two this early in the game, they may go ahead and just overcommit. But Racers choosing to just go ahead and back up here and just kind of regroup. It's a good hold from Quarantine. I like the turret in the middle, and they're all just protecting. You can see they're protecting Torbjorn's turret almost to make it like a 7th player on the team. The Racers have managed to move up, though, into this little funhouse area. They're going to continue over to the left and kind of split this engagement. Oh, now they're actually all moving together. Bonsai leading the line is the Genji. He's going to go ahead and try to back up here. Gravitic Flux popped in. And if Frosty takes down that Immortality field, that could be huge as Cartier gets the ult and gets 3. But Bonsai just going to kind of get a little bit of time here. Sway as well. And I do like this. Murray State able to just push them back and get close to a tick here. But it's going to take a little more than that from the Racers.
Yeah, that's not going to count much for this. I mean, I do like what Bonsai was doing, but you noticed he was kind of stepping on, stepping off. He knew as soon as that started hearing that noise that they were going to double back on him, and he really did not want to deal with the whole team.
So now the Murray State Racers, they have tried poking up into the little amusement ride, funhouse area, whatever you want to call it. Will they continue the same way? I had a feeling they might go this way. Shield brought up into the air. They're going to go ahead and rotate. That shield was just pulled away too quickly, in my opinion, but the Racers are going to continue to push around the corner here. Now the team fight coming in on the point. The line of sight from the turret is almost shut down. On her has to be careful, though, because he's backed up. Chief's just trying to stay alive, though, and it's just not enough. So much damage there from the red team.
Cartier is an aggro rat, is what I'm told. That is why he jumped down. So, all right, we'll make that. So, why aren't the Racers taking out that turret?
I think the idea there might have been to go ahead and get out of that line of sight of the turret, because at least the way I see it, and chat can tell me if I'm wrong here, they've got the turret, but it's protected by 2 shields and the support lines.
Right.
So focusing the turret is almost completely pointless because if you're going to get a pick on the turret, you might as well get a pick on the player. In my opinion, Murray State had the right idea. Come around to the control point, get out of the line of the side of the turret. But the problem is, some of them were still in the line of sight, and then they didn't win the team fight, and they didn't get the picks that they needed on the point.
I do kind of wish, though, that when they had gotten around and actually gotten all of Q to come down, the problem was they had 2 attack vectors. Q had 2 attack vectors. That turret was still up, which took down the Chief in the back line, so he wasn't able to be a tank in the front line. If they had just kind of baited Q down from that position and then taken out that turret, like this right now.
And here we go. We'll see if this pays off. A lot of ults being popped. Bonsai, he's got 2. Can he get 3 here? That's 3. The Transcendence was almost meaningless as Bonsai's able to single-handedly take down 3 of them, but now they've just outlasted this attack here. Bonsai still alive on the point on her, just trying to keep him alive. Quarantine has to watch out for the Chief as well. Now Murray State can kind of slowly trickle up to the point, and here comes the team fight. The Racers have to take this here to continue on into the night. This is the final fight. If the Racers lose, it's all over here. Damage Matrix coming in. Immortality Field keeping them alive. Rock and Roll, his health is under half. There's a shield as well for him. Cartier on the Tracer, just trying to provide a little additional damage here. The Chief, his health is so low. The supports need to keep that in mind. He's moved forward, almost killed. He's halted now, and Chief is down. Flawfilth, Dirty Paws on her left. Bonsai now, sleeping on the left. He's behind the shields. He's going to go ahead and push forward. Rock and Roll. Dirty Paws, his health is dwindling, and Bonsai, because he had punched so far ahead, C9 to end the game. 3-0 to Quarantine.
3-0 to Q is Quarantine. GG's to both teams. Oh, here we go. Now, see, I'm going to get shown up here. Blizzard's going to tell me that him jumping down was the best play of the game.
Yeah, great kill from him. Cheeky little spray. Strike misses. Rock and Roll, he's going to have to back up. His health is dwindling. Doomfist, Meow MC, he's now pushing forward. He's got the Meteor Strike. First little scatter here. Bob in front of the payload. Meteor Strike will take down Clawfield, but no. Anher's Rally keeps him alive. The Chief, his shield on the left-hand side of that payload. Rally's still going for the race. The Sway is pushed backwards. Bonsai, his health is just dwindling.